Y'all want to know what people never speak about? Nobody ever talks about how hard life is in your 20s. Some of us are in college. Some of us are working a 9 to 5 trying to figure out what we want to go to college for. Some of us are even wondering if we should or should not go to college. Because at this point in life, we don't know if it's really worth it or not. Some of us got kids. Some of us are in debt. Some of us stay with our parents still. And some of us got our own house with our own bills. But whatever the case may be, if you a young adult in your 20s and you grinding hard and you don't know what's going to happen next in your life, I salute you because I'm in the same boat. I get up every day hustling and grinding, praying that God reveals my purpose one day soon. Listen, y'all, we gonna make it. We all gonna make it to the top. Stay focused and keep grinding, y'all. Do not give up. I promise y'all. Stay focused.
So first of all, we gotta give a shout out to this man's beard. I don't know what age of your 20s that you're in, but I'm 28, man, and I've been trying to grow my beard for a long time. Never been able to get it to that point, but I'm working on it. But nah, man, this guy's exactly right, man. A lot of people in their 20s are confused. These are some of the most important times of your life because you're an adolescent in adult years. You're still a baby in adult years, and what you do now sets up the rest of your life. Your 20s means something to your 30s, but your 30s means absolutely nothing to your 20s. So you got to think about it. As we get older, assuming we make it to the age of 8, 70, 80 years old, you at one point your life was in the hand of a 20-year-old. How many of you will put your life in the hand of a child? Well, that's kind of what you do when you're going through life and you're going through your 20s. He said some of us got kids, some of us have debt, some of us have multiple children or multiple different people. Some of us are still staying with our parents. Some of those are great, some of those are not. But you have to hone in on what you're good at. You got to start being self-disciplined and start actively creating habits that are going to set up your future. Your future self is either going to hate you for it or thank you for it. And there's a quote that I know that really works. It really makes a lot of sense. And it says, the pain of change is a lot less painful than the pain of regret.
I refuse to compare myself to anybody else in my age group, or anybody else for that matter. Because like I said before, the grass may look greener, but 9 times out of 10, that greener grass is fake.
How did you do it?
You know, you just keep your elbows up and keep the shoulders loose.
Not that. How did you find peace? I took away your parents. Everything. I scarred you for life.
See, that's the thing, Shen. Scars heal.
No, they don't. Wounds heal.
Oh yeah, what do scars do? They fade, I guess?
I don't care what scars do.
You should, Shen. You gotta let go of that stuff from the past, because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now.
You're right.
You know, I haven't even watched Kung Fu Panda, but just from like clips that I've seen, I'm sure there was a lot that I could learn as a child, like focus, consistency, discipline, mentality, of course. But you know, Po, the main character, the panda, was telling her about like, you know, the past doesn't matter. I don't necessarily agree with that because once again, the lessons you learn from the past you apply, and you make sure you don't make the same mistakes again, or the scars that you learn, the scars that you gain are visible, and they're just reminders of what you've gone through and things like that. But who you choose to be from now on matters 110,000%, guys. You have to make sure that you're consistently getting better on a day-to-day basis, and that's what I think the rooster-looking, chicken-looking thing realized, and hopefully you realize the same.
Number one way you measure somebody that's hungry, very simple. Their sense of urgency. That's simple. People say, "Wow, you have no idea how hungry I am." Really? Yeah. What'd you do about it today? Oh, not today, but tomorrow I'm gonna. You ain't hungry, man. You just think you're hungry. You are not hungry.
I don't know if y'all can actually make out what's on this vision board back here, but these are like ideas and stuff that I want to talk about for my YouTube channel, guys. I am in dire need of change in my life, and my desire is to make sure that I'm creating YouTube videos that actually help people. See, I was doing entertainment and gaming back in the day, but as I got older, I said, man, I wanted somebody to be able to learn something from me that they can apply to their life, and then hopefully teach the next person, guys. I'm so hungry. I'm trading Forex. I'm taking health products. I'm working on getting my health better. And I'm working on creating content for videos to create and gain an audience of people. Really hoping you enjoy the content, by the way. But, man, I'm so hungry for it. You know, on top of that, I'm still working my job. So my day really consists of income-producing activities, whether it's work or growing my YouTube channel or trading in a foreign exchange market, or, you know, or self-discipline too, whether it's health. And I gotta work on reading. I have so many books, right? Where they at? These books right here, but I need to actually start reading. So you gotta be hungry. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and say what it is that you want, and start writing goals and plans. Start scheduling out your time, create a routine, and get after it.
Every day is a bank account, and time is our currency. No one is rich. No one is poor. We've got 24 hours each.
When you in your grinding stage, like, that hunger is different. It's about if you can maintain it or not. Like, that hunger that you get is like a different type of, like, I don't know what it is. Like, all I wanted to do was just work. Once you get that in you, it's just like you can't stop.
Do you still have that same hunger, you think?
100%. Yes, I don't play when it comes to, like, my content, because people get comfortable and this can slow down. Like, I know that all this can go away like this. So I gotta keep my head focused, stay on the right path, and just execute every time.
So I really don't even listen to Kai like that, but I know, man, for him to get to where he's at with the streaming thing, he has to know a little bit of something, man. The time and the grind that he had to put in to actually do that, guys, streaming takes hours, you know what I'm saying? Hours. You gotta be, like, constantly and consistently, like, entertaining. I actually took the time to go watch his first video a while ago, and man, this guy was super excited. He gave all of his energy, so I'm sure he knows what it takes to get the way he's at, obviously, but also what it takes to actually maintain it. But the stuff about not being complacent, knowing that it could all be taken away like that, just shows you that he values the position that he's in. Definitely something I want to apply to my life with the consistency and things like that, because there's only been one time that I've received like an extreme amount of hunger like I do now, and that's when I was 18 making those YouTube videos about the gaming situation. I was making 2 videos a day. I had an iPad that I was playing a game on, and then a phone that I was recording my face cam. I'm using it as my face cam, and having to splice the videos. I had to airdrop one video to the other iPad with more storage on it. Then I had to line up the audio. Then I had to cut the audio on one. Then I had to go back and edit all the sounds. Make sure the video lined up with the audio. And not on top of that, when I used to make compilation, like kill compilations, those were the hardest, because I had to literally do that multiple times, 6-7 times per video. But it didn't feel like a lot because I was grinding and I was just happy to be doing what I wanted to do, you know? So you gotta find something you love, and that hunger will come out when you really find what you love. But also find something that works. If you can't really dive into what you love, find something that works, and that hunger should come out of you.
Nobody cares what you're going to do. Nobody cares what journey you're going to set out on, what things you plan to accomplish. You are measured not by your goals, but by the results. Anybody can start something. Anybody can have a goal. Anybody can want exactly what you want. And anybody can say that that's what they're going to do. But only few actually go out and do it.
My goodness, man, if I can tell you how many times I felt this way. Oh, man, that guy's winning, man. I know I could do better than him. I know I could do that better than he does it. I know man, if I would have... Look, all of that, putting it out there is great. But that only matters for you. That only matters for the person in the mirror. Let me tell you something about a failure. Let me tell you something about a story or a journey. Nobody cares about your journey except for maybe your parents and maybe your closest friends. Other than that, people don't care about your journey if it doesn't have a successful ending. For the most part. For the most part. Nobody cares what you're going through. Nobody cares how much it hurts. Nobody cares how hard it is. Nobody cares how hard it was if you didn't make it through. There are some people that want to know how you failed, but for the most part, when you're telling a success story or you're going through the ringer, it doesn't matter until you make it through, guys. So the journey is for you. The story is for everybody else. So here's the thing. Enjoy your journey. I've noticed that a lot of people, when they're successful, they're talking about their massive success. They never talk. They talk about the destination, but they mostly harp on the journey, guys. So as I'm making these YouTube videos, as you're going on the endeavors that you're going on, enjoy the process. I promise you, these are the glory days, but you don't value them until they're gone and you've reached the successful points in your life. If you never reach that success, these glory days are just going to seem like a big waste of time. But if you actually achieve the success you're going after or you're looking for, these days become glory. So they become glory like this. This is the formula for it. The hardships you're going through now, plus the success at the end, makes these the glory days. I hope that makes sense to you.